Hey guys, it's Gameplay Horizon here and welcome back to Eternal Evolution. So we have here an upcoming hero that would be Alcor. Let's review the skills description of this guys. Okay, so Alcor is a win for faction hero and the hero overview that really force displacement and also knockdown as well as a resurrect. You can see that at the lower left corner of your screen. Okay, next guys, let's check the talents of Alcor. So on this level 2, we'll only check this one. That's level 2, level 4, level 6, and level 8. So most tanks or almost all tanks have the same stats here on level 2. Also at a level 4, then it differs on a level 6. So we have here an HP build. So Alcor is an HP build as well as she is pointing towards the crit damage reduction build. If you will check other tanks or win for tanks, for example Tarish at level 6 have resist here and he has here crit damage reduction. And if you will check Kunor first, we have here some crit damage reduction and then we get here some HP. So most probably this Alcor have a very high HP. Next guys, we will review the skills description of this Alcor, especially on this ultimate skill. Runen's Carapace. Using a Carapace, attacks an enemy with the highest HP value, knocking back the target and enemies around the target over a large distance and knocking them down, simultaneously dealing damage equal to 20% of Alcor's max HP, and at level 3 or level 4 that would be 27%, and at level 5 that would be 30%. Wow. Okay, for example, if this Alcor have an HP around 30 million, then most probably, my god, the damage is freaking insane guys. That would be somehow around 10 million damage at level 5. Wow. Okay, so next, then deploys a stellar field around the knockback target for 6 seconds. Periodically shocks enemies in a large area, dealing the same amount of damage and knocking them down. Okay, so we have here some effect that would be star field. That is for 6 seconds. And then the damage from this skill cannot crit, and of course it can only crit together with Commander Obek. And it is calculated instantly and cannot be delayed. So meaning there is no casting time on this. And next, at level 2 we have your 22%, 25% up to 30% at level 5. The bonus effect, okay, talent effect, the stellar field pulls enemies to the center when dealing damage. And exclusive effects, ultimate skill enhancement, enemies within the stellar field deal 30% less damage. So tanks will become more tankier. Wow, this is freaking insane. I love this one. Okay, so when you see this infinite icon here, it means that is a link. They are linked together. Maybe this Ronin's Carapace is linked to this Suppressive Strike. Okay, it says here, Chang'e unleashes fighting spirit. Why is it that it is Chang'e? Maybe this is Alcor, guys. Okay, so dealing damage equal to 20% of Alcor's maximum health. Maybe the Chinese name of Alcor, that is Chang'e's. Okay, so maximum health to surrounding enemies and knocking them down. This skill's damage cannot critically hit and it is settled. This skill's damage cannot critically hit and it is settled immediately without any delay in deduction. So it says here at level 4, 27% of Alcor's max HP. Okay, wow. This is freaking insane, guys. So if you have +1 all skills Alcor, it can deal 30% of Alcor's max HP, guys. And the talent effect, after activation, it grants a shield equal to 30% of Alcor's max HP to himself and allies in the same row for 5 seconds. Okay, so what if you will tandem Alcor with a Vanguard hero? Because when you use a Vanguards together with Impulse of Annihilation, that shield explosion is freaking very devastating, guys. So maybe Alcor is not only for tanks, maybe for Vanguards because of this suppressive strike. It says here to himself and allies in the same row for 5 seconds. That is a shield explosion, 30% of Alcor's max HP. So for example, if we have a 30 million HP for Alcor and we can get somehow like 10 million as a shield to our Vanguard, maybe the shield stacks together, guys. Let's find it out. Let's test after the update. So we get here also some exclusive effects. A suppressive strike enhancement affected the targets, reduce the effect of healing and shields by 50% for 5 seconds. So I think this is also pretty decent. This Alcor is freaking decent together with Vanguards because of this one, healing and shielding. If you will tandem Alcor with Vanguards versus Vanguards without Alcor, maybe you will have a high chance to win, guys. Okay, next we got here some Amulet of Mountain Gods. So Alcor permanently gains the Guardian state. And this is standard to new tanks. During the formation of a squad and during in the Soldier Rubilite Mine, Alcor can be considered also as a Terran hero aside from Winfer hero. Next, for each enemy around Alcor, the damage dealt is increased by 5%. And the damage taken is reduced by 5%. And this is effective also against true damage. So for example, if there are 3 enemies around Alcor, the damage dealt is increased by 3. So 5 times 3, that would be 15%. And the damage taken is reduced also by 15%. So if there are 5 enemies around Alcor, so that would be a total of 25% damage increase and 25% damage reduced. And also it states here, when inside the stellar field, this effect is doubled. So that, for example, if there are 5 enemies around Alcor, that would be a total of 50% damage increase and also 50% damage reduce. My god, this tank is freaking insane, guys. And at level 4, it says here, damage increase per enemy is increased to 11%. So first, that would be 5%, and at level 4, if you have +1 ultimates or +1 all skills Alcor, that would be 11%, guys. And if there are 5 enemies around Alcor, that would be around, my god, 110%. 110%, guys. My goodness. Okay, next we have here also each wave of stellar field reduces 50 energy or rage from the enemies. I really love this one. And also we got here exclusive effects. Amulet of the Mountain Gods enhancement revives after death with 100% of HP and also 600 energy. So that it means when he dies, he can be resurrected at full HP and also full energy, and this can only activate once per battle. But we can double this out, guys, by using heroes that have some negation. Maybe Miranda and the new support hero from Vanguard. I forgot the name. Okay, let's do some tests about that after the update. And next, we got here Reflective Shield. This is a passive skill. There is a 10% chance that the damage of, my god, Chang'e, that is Alcor, received will be completely blocked by the turtle shell. Well, 10%, guys. That is already quite decent. With a successful block making Alcor immune to that instance of damage. If blocked successfully, the energy will be reflected back. So there is a damage reflect, guys, knocking them down, the attacker and the surrounding enemies, while dealing damage equal to 5%. Okay, so this is an HP based. 5% of Alcor's max HP. And if you have +1 all skills Alcor, you can get here 18% black chance. My goodness. This is an insane tank, guys, to be honest. Okay, we have here also some talent effect. Black chance against ultimate skill is increased by 5%. This is only for ultimate skill. So if you have 18% here plus 5%, that would be 23%. I think this is only for ultimate skill. It doesn't say here. Okay, receives. Okay, so I am right, guys. So that would be 18% plus 5% if ever there's an ultimate skill. Okay, so for normal skills, including active skills, you will have only like 18% black chance. And for ultimate skill, it is added by 5%. That would be 23%. And next we have here some exclusive effects. Reflective shield enhancement. Upon successful block, it restores 20 energy. My god. So I'm quite excited, guys. I am quite excited to pull this new tank hero. My god. He is a Winfer and also a Terran unit. So guys, that's it. Thank you for watching and see you again on my next videos. Until then, bye-bye.